is that on that page, there's on the Instagram page, there's a post where it looks like Drake is dissing J. Cole. The post says, remember when J. Cole got his phone stolen out of his pocket by a fan and they called Jay-Z from it, but he wasn't answering. So they called from their own phone and he picked up. Drake is shading J. Cole now. I don't care what Cole think. That dot ish was weak as F. I don't know, man. I mean, again, people keep telling me J. Cole is the biggest winner in this situation. They keep telling me it's the best thing to do is to step aside. I guess him and TDE are most likely cool. Most likely cool. J. Cole said he was moving wrong back in the day, but doesn't seem like Drake is letting this go. They just did a tour together. J. Cole's only #1 song was First Person Shooter on Drake's project. His only #1. This is why it's a problem being in the middle sometimes. I say this all the time, right? I'd rather be the best or the worst. Even in the content space, I'd rather be the best or the worst. I've had that strategy forever, way before Hip Hop DX, way before Empire. You know what I mean? I brought that to DX. I told them we have to take risks especially on the video side. We had to take risks. We were the best at internet news. We were best at hip hop news online, but we were building a video platform. All I knew was we couldn't do what everyone else was doing. We had to be the best or we had to be the worst. Because nobody remembers who's in the middle. No one remembers who barely made the playoffs. No one remembers who barely missed the playoffs. Remember who was awesome and we remember who was awful, right? J. Cole found himself in the middle of this thing. And I guess he's cool with TDE. I guess they gave him a heads up that this was a little bit different per the streets. But now, Drake, this is definitely his biggest release since this battle. I mean, this is 100% Drake stuff. This isn't a new album, but there's a lot of new Drake. A lot of amazing fan service is in these files. And on the Instagram account, he makes sure to include a J. Cole diss. A J. Cole diss. Now, maybe J. Cole will keep shrugging this off, but I don't think this is going to stop. This is the second one. He's got the line on Family Matters, and he's got this. I don't think Drake's going to stop on this. There was an announcement that I guess Drake has an album coming in the fall. I don't think this is going anywhere. I think everybody that's on Drake's hit list is still on that hit list. There's a couple of lines on It's Up that people think are aimed at A$AP Rocky. You know, at the outro of that song, it says, hey, I'm feeling like 2 Chainz, true. I'm 21 B, I'm not 22. Knocking off the name brand hitters in your crew. Heard you miss your dogs. Now it's long live who? Long live A$AP. There's another long live line in here somewhere. A$AP just dropped a song against Drake. I haven't talked about that yet on this channel. And it also seems to be aimed at Travis Scott. 21 is still on the radar. Excuse me. A$AP Rocky is still on Drake's radar. And now it looks like J. Cole is. We'll see what this album sounds like in the fall or what other songs seem to come out that Drake releases. But maybe it looks like J. Cole cleared the air on one side and now has a different kind of problems. Let me know who you think would win in a battle between Drake and J. Cole, because I don't know. I really don't know that either. I put up a tweet around the release of Family Matters where I talked about how in almost any other battle, Family Matters would be a problem, but not in the face of the Shakespearean shakedown that Kendrick Lamar placed on Drake's headtop. Right? His raps are really great. If that battle is happening if that track is against anybody else, it probably wouldn't include the stuff that aged poorly. It probably wouldn't include the slaves thing. It probably wouldn't include his mom stepping on him, stepping on his mom who told him not to say the N-word or asked him not to say the N-word. the stuff, it probably wouldn't have included the allegations. It would just be a fire rap with different bars aimed at people. I don't know what this sounds like. I don't know what J. Cole does against that. J. Cole has a lot of spirituality, a lot of connection to. He has a strong connection to energy. He said he was moving wrong during his apology. Maybe that angle would work against Drake. But honestly, I think J. Cole would just sit that out too. I don't think J. Cole really wants a challenge. Right. I just don't. But I'm very curious. I don't know how this goes for J. Cole. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If you think J. Cole and Drake, if they went head to head, who would come out on top? Because I can't call it. I know that Drake is definitely more battle ready, and Drake can rap better than people give him credit for. Drake writes for other people. Other people write for him. I don't think Drake is a guy who's never written a rap. You know what I mean? He's not Milli Vanilli out here. You know, he's just not as great as his numbers seem to indicate. He's just not as solid on the. He's just has so many big songs that have so many other people who delivered them for him. But I don't think that J. Cole versus Drake is obvious. I think Drake versus ASAP is pretty obvious. I don't even think we're in a swag rap kind of era. I don't know what ASAP Rocky is going to. He's just going to have. A lot of you guys in the audience pointed out that Rihanna will probably give him a whole bunch of inside stuff on Drake, but perhaps that's the only way through for ASAP in that one. I don't know about this with Drake and J. Cole, but I do not think this is going away. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section about that. But I love this meme here. Kendrick watching Drake and Cole fight for second place in the big three. I mean, this says it all. This really says it all to me. They've turned on each other. It's really just Big Him, like he said. And now there's no big three, it's just Big Me, and now those two are turning on each other. I can't put Cole over there yet, but Drake is definitely letting people know that he's not cool with what Cole said or what Cole did or how Cole backed out.
Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, y'all, you don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.